Now we're going to go to the Secretary of State. I am going to use Georgia as an example. And the first thing I'm going to do is to make sure that that name is not in the Georgia Secretary of State. Because once again, somebody else can still have that name. So we want to make sure that it is not there, that nobody else has that name, because they will block you. Now, with the Georgia Secretary of State, you can reserve a name and look the name, if you want to, or you could just check it and see if somebody has it and then go on about your business. So no data found for this name as an LLC. So now you can go ahead and create an actual account with the Secretary of State, okay? You can create an account with the Secretary of State, and you can now purchase your LLC. As you are purchasing your LLC, I don't care what state you are in, you want a registered agent. Now, I'm going to pretend like I'm going to do an LLC, but I'm going to show you something. The registered agent for Georgia. You can get a registered agent for $25 annually, okay? So I want to see what the building look like. Where they at? Because guess what? You can use your registered agent as your business address. A lot of folks don't know that you can use your registered agent address as your business address. You can use your registered agent as your business address. And everything else, any bills that you have that are going to that business address, you just forward it to yourself. Okay? You can have mail forwarding come to you. You can say, this is my business address, but this is my mailing address. My home is my mailing address. This is my business address, but this is my mailing address for all the bills. Okay? So for Georgia, again, there are many different registered agents, $25. Now, what is it that you will receive? How to get a registered agent. When you form your Georgia LLC or incorporate in Georgia Corporation, you are required to appoint one of the article of organization or incorporation. You have to have a registered agent's name in that box of someone who's going to receive information on your behalf. You do not want it to be you personally. N-O spells no. You do not want it to be you personally. And the reason that is because when they ping it, they're going to see your address, okay? You can change the registered agent when filing annual, or if you need to amend your taxes. You can change your registered agent where it says amending. When you register to do business in Georgia, you appoint a registered agent during registration time, okay? It's imperative that you do that. Now, they could do your LLC for you if you want them to, but it's going to be an extra fee added onto it, okay? It's $225. In the state of Georgia, it costs $100 to file for a registered agent, all right? They're going to give you articles of corporation. That's your certificate, okay? So I'm just going to log in real quick. Okay, so I'm logged in, all right? I already did my business search. I'm not going to do a name registration because I don't need to. So I'm going to create a new business, domestic. If it was already an LLC that's located outside the state and I wanted to create an office inside the state, that's called a foreign entity. So with the Brookins, they have a company, if they wanted to offer, Brookins Luxury Team, if they want to offer their services in the state of Georgia, they will be a foreign entity because they already have an LLC outside of Georgia, okay? Then you're going to choose domestic profit corporation, professional, nonprofit corporation, domestic limited liability corporation, limited partnership if you're in partner, or domestic benefits. We're going for domestic liability company. Then you're going to put in your name, okay? You know, if that name isn't available, because if you didn't do a name search, then you'll need to offer extra names on there just to be on the safe side. Okay, so it doesn't allow you to do a copy paste. So I'm just going to use them as an example. Upload approval document, that's if you reserve the name. Now this is importante. Your NAS number is of the importance, okay? It's important because it identifies the type of business that you are. It identifies the type of business that you are. You need to know that you need to choose something that is generic. Your business name needs to be generic. They don't need to know what your company is at all. So, like I said, I'm just using them as an example. Brookins Luxury Team, okay? When you choose your NAICS, it's an association. And again, it defines your company. You want to make sure that you are picking something that is generic. I like to say consulting, administration, professional, scientific, or technical services. And this is the number of US entities under this statute. So it tells you right here. So if you want to put in a keyword, let's just say janitorial. I'm using them as an example, all right? This would be their ID number for their business. One of these numbers here, janitorial services, 561720. Do they use chemicals and allied products? No. Is it other miscellaneous retail? No. Is it services, established equipment and supplies? No. This is the one that they would use.